Hi everybody, June here from Red Daisy Crafts. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up, and I'm so excited to be with you today. I am in San Antonio, Texas, and it's still really hot here, folks. And I just am thankful to have AC in my home and have a little safe haven for this heat. So thanks so much for joining today. I'm going to just double check and make sure that sound and everything is working good. I think it is. So that appears to be doing good. So I'm going to just move my phone out of the way, and we're going to get started with a few things. I want to do kind of a little bit of a recap of what we've done so far for the July Paper Pumpkin month. And we're going to have a few last projects with this paper pumpkin. And then we will talk about some other stuff that's coming up. So I'm going to put you down to the table, and thanks for joining today. If you've joined and you are on the live, please leave me a post. I'd love to know who's watching and where you're watching from. And so let's go down to the table. All right. So as you know, Fun in the Sun, it made these really cute fun fold cards that came in the kit. And so there were 3 different patterns that you could do. And hey Wanda, so glad to have you joining. And then we made some alternates. And so this month I started out with this one. This was our first one that we made. And then the next week we made some fun little drink pouch holders, and they're stubborn. And we used the DSP that was in the add-on kit this month, Le Shops DSP. And so we did that. Another little drink holder with a different DSP. Yeah, they are so many beautiful cards. And then the next week I shared this this alternate with you using a window sheet. And then we made this one together, and I showed you how to use the blending brushes to blend color onto the chair. And we made this card together. And then last week, I showed you my little box card, and we played around with that, and we made this card last week, also using the DSP from the Le Shops. And so we've had a lot of fun creating with this kit. And so we're going to have a little bit more fun today. I did want to show you, because I guess the registration period has closed for it, but I did want to show you the add-on kit. So remember, I had offered an add-on kit, and so I just wanted to show you what you get. And so you get a tutorial with that registration, and I showed you before all the materials you get, but these are the really cute cards that are in the tutorial that I just thought I'd give you a little sneak peek on these. So there'll be a new add-on subscription coming this next month with the August kit. So be looking for that to come your way in the next couple of weeks. And so that's exciting. I don't know what that's going to look like yet. We're waiting for the August paper pumpkin to arrive, which I am super excited about. I can't wait to see it and see what fun things they have in store for us for the month of August. But that's coming. But this week we found out about the September kit. So the September kit is called With Love and Gratitude, and it's inspired by Shelli. She was the founder of Stampin Up, and this is a little glimpse of that paper pumpkin. It looks gorgeous, y'all. This is going to make 8 small cards and little treat boxes. There'll be 8 treat boxes and 8 note cards, and they're the smaller size card. And this one also comes with an add-on notebook that, or a journal, called Thoughts of Thanks Journal. And this is available currently in the online store. And so you may not want to wait too long before you go and get it if that's something that you're wanting to get, because sometimes these things can go very quickly. So just wanted to share that with you. I have some information that I have shared on my Red Daisy Crafts Facebook page about this, and then also on the Paper Pumpkin and Kit Hangout group also has some information that I think we'll post this evening. So look for that. There'll be links there for you to get those items. And I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator if you are seeking someone to have to join Paper Pumpkin with. So today the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a little gift card holder. And so I am using some cardstock that is cut 4 1/4 by 11 inches. And we're going to make one similar, but we're going to start out with a card base of Melon Mambo. This is such a beautiful color, y'all. It looks so pretty on the camera, and it's beautiful in person. And I don't know how I managed it, but my nail polish is matching it perfectly. So that is always fun. And I thought we would use the sunset elements to decorate this gift card holder. And so I have some pieces out here for us to work with. Now, what I have done, and let me just measure it. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. But then I have another score line on the front, and that is at 2 1/4. So please make note of that we're going to be scoring the front at 2 1/4, and then you're going to burnish that. That's going to fold in. Okay, and then I'm using the 2 3/8 circle punch from the catalog, and I'm just going to punch a little bit of a half circle, not even a half circle, but just enough to let me get inside where the gift card will be held on that card. So that's pretty much how we're going to start. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and glue that down just so that's in place. And I'm using the multi-purpose liquid glue. I think it's the strongest glue and the most forgiving of them. So we are just making sure that it's fully lined with the edges, and that's going to get glued down towards the inside. Okay. So you can see here, I have a gift card in here, and now I could put one over here. So that's really, really simple. Okay. Now, I was thinking I would use this to decorate the inside flap here, just because I have this piece left and I think it would be fun to add it on the inside here. But also to work on our front, we will be using this piece here, and we're going to make some cuts, but we're going to line this piece right here. That's going to line up on this other side of the card. That's going to go right here. Okay. And so we just have to work out the measurements of this and see how that works out. Because I also want to cut off the sand down here at the bottom and use that on the front of the card as well. So let's go ahead and just fussy cut that off. Yeah. So I'm cutting at the edge of the blue. So that it won't be a problem if there's a little bit of blue there. But I'm trying to just get the white. Okay. And we're just going to take that piece off of there for now. And because we're going to use that in a minute. All right. And then basically I'm going to put this into my cutter, and I'm going to cut right on that score line that's on the right side of the card, so I can get a clean edge there. And I'm going to flip this over because it's easier to see where that score line is. And then we'll get that cut. All right, so that's that piece. Okay, and now these are taken apart. All right, and what I want to do before we cut any more is do some measuring. Okay, so because we're gonna basically, this piece is gonna go right here like that. Okay, and then this piece is going to go over here, and we'll have to do some trimming. So I want to bring this up. Now, if you recall, we're going to come back in with this little sand dune down here. So it's okay if it doesn't go to the bottom. I mostly want this to be, matching up at that horizon. Right there, that line right there, I want them to match up. So I want to cut this at that point, but let's see what that is. So if I can get my ruler out here. So I want to cut this at about 3 5/8, it looks like. So I'm going to cut that off at 3 5/8. So let's do that really quick. So 3 1/2 5/8 right there. So I'm just going to bring this over to line up, and that will be that piece. Okay, and that way that will go right over here, and I'm gonna put that up towards the top. This part down here is going to get covered up when we put on the sand. Okay, so it's okay that it doesn't come all the way to the bottom. And then over here, I need to cut the width of this down. So that is going to be cut down to 3 inches, it looks like. So let's just trim that off. I want to keep this whole scenery, so I'm gonna cut this down to 3 inches. Okay, that allows me to keep the birds and all of that piece. Okay, so now we have that part of the card. Okay, and so that's going to go here like that, and that's going to line up. Now, what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to use the leftover piece of the card base that I'm going to use to cut a piece up here to fit in. And so I just need to know if that is lining up properly. So that's going to be right there. Okay, and then I need to get the lowest point down here and a little extra. So I want that to be at least, well, I'm going to do 1 3/4 by 3. So 1 3/4 by 3 of that yellow. So let's just do the 1 3/4 first, because that is gonna make this easier to work with. And then this is gonna be by 3 inches to match the other piece. And then that's gonna give us, it's gonna balance out that sun at the top. So we're going to have that up here. Now this is more of a quarter, like 1/8 of an inch there. And so it's going to be like that. And then this one's over here like that. So that you have, you know, a very nice look here. Now it just is really smooth going up. It's consistent across the card, and then we're going to put in the sand dune down here at the bottom. Okay, and so before we do that, I was thinking about adding the sailboat here on this side, but that's really kind of big. I don't know if that works. So we're not going to do, I don't think that's going to work. So we have these pieces that we can put down. Now, this piece here, we can make go all the way across, I believe. So I need one piece at 3 3/4 and another piece at 2 3/16. Whew. 3 3/4 and 2 3/16. Let's see what we get. So 3 1/4. And how much is this one? So, because we only need 3 2/16. So we are just taking a tiny image off of that to make it work. All right. And so those are the pieces there. So I think we have all the scenic pieces that we want for now. Like I believe I'm going to probably get out some of the pieces, like a seashell and a starfish out for this. And we might use a little bit, we'll see, we might use that, and maybe the sunglasses. So I think that's what we need here for this. Now, I also have this little half piece that we used before on this card. See, I just cut off, but I'm thinking I can use it here too, and we can just put hello on there. And so I think that we have all of our pieces for now to put together this beautiful scene that we have going. So I'm going to start with just like little hair on the paper. Okay, there we go. I'm going to start with this light, the sky at sunset. Okay, and that's just going to go right here. Get that lined up nicely. There we go. And then I'm going to put this one down also, and that way both of them are starting at the top and just getting things lined up. So I think I can do it like this. So we're just getting that lined up, and then there we go. That looks pretty even to me. So as you can see, we're just, lining that up nicely. And then what we want to do is make this horizon match the other horizon on this side. So I think, yeah, I'm still going to glue this down. So we're going to pop the sand up with some dimensionals to give it some dimension. But for now, I want to get this lined up. So this looks so great about the multi-purpose glue is it gives you the ability to kind of move it around a little bit. Hi everybody, thanks for joining. I hope you'll say hi in the comments and let me know where you're watching from. And we're making this really cute little gift card holder card, and so we are using the horizon scene from the kit, and so it looks like that's going to fit perfectly there and not interfere with closing. Awesome. Okay, and then this one's going to go over here like this, and we're going to put those on with some dimensionals. So I'm just grabbing what's close by because I know this kit did not come with dimensionals. So I'm using what I have handy. Okay, and so we're going to put on the flap of the front first. Sometimes we get the dimensionals and oh, thanks for joining. No worries to be late. It's always great to have you on. We are just having a good time here creating more with the Fun in the Sun kit. All right, so you can see there that's just a little bit popped up, but it's flush on the edges, and so we're just going to do the same over here, but I'm going to glue this one down. I think if I pop this one up, it'll cause some issues with it closing. So I'm just going to make sure that this is flush with these edges. So there you have it. And that's gonna go very nicely across there. See? Very, very nice. Perfect. Okay, and so now we can do our sentiment, and we can put it up here a bit if we want. We could put it down here. Let's just see what we got. I did also get this one out if I wanted something longer there, but I really think I'm going to use the hello. And I took the waving hello stamp apart I cut it apart so that we only had, so for example here, it used to say waving hello. Oh, that's upside down. There we go. Yeah. So it's just like this is how it was. And I just cut it so that I could have more flexibility with it. And so I have just the hello. Let me get that starfish off of there. It's getting in my way. And we're going to use the Azure Afternoon ink. I just love that the most with this set. And so we're just going to do a stamp really quick our sentiment here. And this is just a piece of the smaller banner that was in the kit. So I'm not lining it up straight. I'm just kind of putting it off to an angle on this little piece for a sentiment. So, and I don't know, we might even put it way up here. I kind of like that, I think. But we'll see what we have. All right, so now I have some sand starfish and some sunglasses and a seashell that I think I'm gonna layer up here. And I think that might be it. However, you know, one of the things that I did get from another person that I really liked was they used the Winkostella to go across like the horizon lines and the sand lines, just because it gave the card like a little bit of more dimension across. And so I'm going to go here as well. And then I'm going to go also over here so that it's all the way across the card. And so I'm not sure if you can see it, but I really liked how that did the card. Like it really broke it up and gave you more to work with. So I don't know if you've used the Winkostella on these, but really like it for that purpose. Okay, so let's see. We're going to put our starfish down with some glue. And so I'm just going to put them a little bit down here. And then I'm also going to put the sunglasses down with a little glue. And we'll just put those off to the side there. And then I'm going to use a little tiny dimensional, the mini ones, to put on the seashell. Okay. And man, I have had the hardest time with the covers on my dimensionals today. So I'm just going to add that right there. So we have that little nest of things over here. And then I thought maybe we would add another little grouping of starfish and a seashell over here, just to give it a little added dimension on this side. So we're just gonna have that there, and then once again a mini dimensional on the seashell. Okay, so I am just gonna pop this up just like that. So there you have that. So I was thinking about putting the stripes inside just for a little added fun. And so I'm going to cut a piece off. This is 4 1/4, so I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. And then we'll put our hello on and that card will be done. It's like, where did I go with my trimmer? Okay, so I am just going to get this squared off edge so that we can work with this. I want this to be 4 inches. And then I'm going to cut right at the blue line here, and then right at the yellow line down here, so that we just have those stripes. Yes, that's what we'll have. Okay, so I think that will be so fun to add to the inside of that gift card holder right here. And you know what, we need one other thing, and I have it right here. I totally forgot about it. Is we need to put a little white piece here so that you can write inside. So let's see really quick how big that is, that space. So that is going to be, so I think if I make it 3 inches by 4 inches, that will be perfect. Okay, so 3 inches, actually 4 inches by 3, that'll be perfect. Then they can write a sentiment on the inside. You know, maybe you're have a friend or a kid or a grandson that's just going off to school, and you know, they just need a little happy hello and a little extra goodie on the inside for them to get through that first semester at college. I think this would be so perfect for that. You know, it's just perfect little thing to send off and let them know you're thinking about them, and they will just love that. So, okay, I'm going to put some dimensionals on this, and then we will be done with this card. So, so glad to have you all with me this evening, and I hope you like this card. So there we have it. I have also a nice mess on my desk. Let's see if I can clean this up before we look at these, because it is not looking pretty over here. So let me just get that cleared off. All right, here we go. Now we have some really beautiful, I showed you this one. This is the one I made ahead of time, and we just used the lighter with the blue ocean, and you can see I've put on, you know, some Winka Stella there as well. And then here we have similar, just using the Melon Mambo and the same kind of fun. But look at how fun it is on the inside with those stripes. I love it because it matches this so well over here, and it just lended itself right to that. And with putting the yellow up here, it just made everything really nice going up. So I hope you like that card. Again, like I said, it's just easy to put a little gift card right inside and ship it off in the mail. So I think anybody that would get this would love it. And I know a few people I might send these off to. So I hope you like that card. And I'm going to clean up a bit more here. And I have one other card that I was playing around with. that I thought we could make today before I go. You've been making organizer books. What kind of organizer books? To organize your paper pumpkin, or what kind of, tell me more. I would love to know. In the meantime, I don't know if you've seen this card. It's in the catalog. I think it's in the annual catalog is where I found it. But I like the layers on here. And so even though I am not going to use all of these elements, I thought I would use this as a little bit of a, like a sketch. Okay. And so just knowing that, we're going to use some basic gray as the background base card. And I'm going to, this piece is 8.5 by 5.5. And so I'm going to score it at 4.25. Get our cutting blade out of the way. Okay. And then we are going to trim this off just a tad. I think I wanted to take off a 1/2 inch off of here, but it was just too long. So thank you. I'm glad you like the card. Lots of fun to make this. All right, so we are going to fold this in half, and I'm getting my bone folder. And I just knocked something out of my dish that I don't want to lose, so fixing that. All right, so using the DSP from the add-on kit, I decided to play around with it to kind of create this card. And so this is one of the papers, and I like it. I think this is a very like beachy looking flower. Now, paints don't necessarily, I guess if you're painting scenery at the beach, that would be okay. But I'm just we're gonna probably put this on here a little slanted. And I use it as the background piece. And then I'm going to tear off some of this edge to use also. And I'm going to tear off some of this edge also, because it's going to go underneath here. And so they're just going to go like that, I believe. Then this piece is going to come up right here. And I think on this one, I only need it to be a little longer than that piece right there. So I am just tearing off the little edge there so that it will go like that. All right. And then this piece will go on top with our message. Okay. Now I have some linen thread out here that I'm going to use, and we're going to prop the little chair up on here like so. And so we're just building up a little fun card that can be used for this. And so it might be even fun to put this behind here. I don't know. Let's see what that would look like. I'm just going for it here, folks. We're just playing. They're similar to the birthday card organizer that Stampin' Up had online. I have made them over the years as gifts and package. Oh, it sounds lovely. That really sounds nice. That sounds like a nice gift. So maybe we can put that right behind there where we're going to put the chair. I could lower that. Oh, I kind of like that. I do kind of like that. So that's what I think we have. And so we're gonna kind of play around with this and see what you think. But that's kind of what it's gonna look like. And I think it's a rather fun card. It'll be what somebody might say very busy, lots of pieces, but I think it'll work. So I am going to go ahead and put this piece down onto the card base. And like I said, we're gonna do this a little bit tilted, okay? So just a little bit tilted to go with all of this. All right, and then I'm going to put, I'm actually gonna layer these together. So let me just put this down, some glue on here, and I'm gonna layer these together like that. All right, and that's gonna go on to the card. I'm just gonna glue that on, and that'll be a fun element. All right, so the other image had you know, that a teared out book, like a page from a spiral. But I just decided that I could come in here and do a bunch of little snips and curl the page down myself and just give it a little texture while we are creating, just for fun. So I'm just giving it some edge. You know, we just want to have a little fun with it. All right. So I'm just curling the edges. This paper is talking about this paper as a perfect placemat. It is pretty, right? I do like it. So we're just kind of curling this up here, and that's gonna go on here, just kind of tilted off to the side a little. Well, I guess, yeah, just a little bit. Okay, so that's the piece there. Now I was going to use a piece of the ribbon to just stick on here, but I want this to have a straight edge. So I'm just, you know, providing some layering elements, a lot of fun of what we can do. So we're just going to put that on here like this. So maybe it's going to go right up behind the sailboat. I think so. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue on here, not a lot, just to put our ribbon down. Okay. And you may want to cut some of that away. So it might be just still a little bit too much. There we go. All right. So that is going to go on here like that. And then that piece is going to go there. Now, I think what I want to do is wrap some of this linen thread around the chair and tie off a bow. All right. So I'm just wrapping it around the chair, and then I'm going to tie off a knot so we can then have a bow. This is some really old linen thread, if you recognize this wrapper. Found it when I was putting some stuff away, and I was like, oh, that's old wrapper. So I'm just, you know, kind of taking the softening up, I guess you could say, the linen thread before I make a bow with it. So hopefully it's not as ornery and curly as usual. So there we have it. Just a little bit of a linen thread bow just around the chair. Okay. So we'll use that in a minute. And before we start to put all of this together, okay, let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. And I love this one, Relax, You Deserve It, for this. And so I am going to use Balmy Blue for this. I think it will be nicer, a little lighter than the other one. And so here we go. And again, I'm not putting it on there straight. We're kind of relaxed over here. We're just not being fussy about things being perfect. So yeah. All right, so here, let's try and start to put some of our elements together. So like I said, I want that ribbon to come up behind the sailboat. So I am just letting that be behind there. I'm scooting it up just a little bit because I could see the glue line behind the ribbon. So, so that's our first part. Okay. And the next piece is going to be to put this piece on. Now, I am going to put this on with glue as well. And I'm just going to put it in the middle because I don't want to have it running off the edges. And again, I'm kind of tilting it. Okay. And so this is going to go on here just like that. Okay. And so I'm going to move this down just a bit. And let's see, because we can put our chair on here like that with our Relax popping up right there. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, so I'm going to put this down with some dimensionals. So I'm just going to put some in the corners and then in the center. All right. So we're just having some fun here with this the Shops DSP with the Fun in the Sun. Thanks for joining, everybody, and I hope you're enjoying this. We're doing a little, having a little fun here with this card. All right, so there we go. Putting this down just like that. We've got lots of little rough edges at the top. Okay. And then I'm going to put this on also with dimensionals. And I'm going to cut off this edge here. So let's see. So I'm just going to put this on here and then down here. I think that's all we need there. And then this is going to come on and go right next to it like that. Okay, so I only need a dimensional at this end of that. All right, so let's see here. So that's on, and we're gonna have our chair coming in. And then our sentiment, relax, you deserve it. Yes, you do. Okay, so that's that piece. Now, I have a bit of, I'm looking for my piece of white cardstock. I have another one here. Where is it hiding? Thought I had one cut, but I guess I don't. So we just need to cut one really quick. So I'm going to cut this 4 inches. And then this isn't quite tall enough, but I think it'll work for inside. Here we go. Yep, that'll work just fine. I'll put in a little coordinating piece at the bottom for some fun. So we have this piece right here, and now I just need a little piece of, let's put this on the inside. Let's see, that was 4. Just need a little, let's do 3/4 of an inch. I don't want to cut the whole piece for that. And then a 4 inch. So we'll have that down here at the bottom. Just making this. And you know what? I'm going to tear this a little bit to go with the front. Let's give it a fun little edge for inside. And then we'll put this down. Just like that. All right. So we could put a sentiment in here. I think I'll leave it blank for now, but there's our really fun card using some of the elements from Fun in the Sun, and be good for a reader, somebody hitting, going on maybe a retirement card even. You know, they're gonna take some time off, do a little relaxing and some reading. So that is what we have today, folks. And I'm so glad that you were able to join me today and play around with Fun in the Sun one more time. So we made the really fun little gift card holder card, and that was our sample to begin with. And then we made this really fun card using the LaShops DSP, just showing you how you can mix up the elements and come up with a really fun card that you know, I would say it looks pretty similar to what was in the catalog. We just went in a totally different direction. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm so glad that we got to spend this time together, and I'm looking forward to the September paper pumpkin kit and playing with that with you all. And hopefully next week we'll have I'll have the kit and be able to plan out the add-on kit for that. You know, that is with Christy and June. Paper Party is bringing that to you. And so I hope you'll join us for that next month. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. But thank you so much for being here. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend and a fabulous week ahead. Bye-bye.